I'm back.
Darius is back.
Are you live again?
Yeah, I'm live.
Okay. The streak didn't end.
No, Impact was live anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
True. Yes, Impact was live.
And we did say there was a 5-minute grace period in the event of issues. But right now Wolf Creek cannot be downloaded. It's still in closed beta, Jackakos.
What, is your net just die there?
No, my computer locked up solid.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was literally in the middle of bailing, went to say something, and then just everything locked up.
Well, that was rude. Hopefully it's better. Thanks for taking over.
Oh, I know what's going on.
Hopefully I didn't lose too much of my tedding.
Find out and see.
Yeah.
You forgot to save.
Well, no, it auto saves occasionally, but I was in the middle of just tedding, so I hadn't really gotten into the menu lately, you know?
Trying to figure out why mine's not working. I'm
You
gonna
may
go
have
down
to
in a minute.
refresh, Donkey. It should be available in a few weeks, Jack.
Waiting on the
We're waiting on Giants to put out a update. Their next patch, once it comes out, it should be available a few weeks after that.
Oh, that's what that was. Gosh. There we go.
Yes,
Yeah, gee, I'm going to the game exactly, but I am just gonna go off now that he is back. I wanted to make sure this it didn't end on Darius.
nope.
So
It's all
I
good.
am going off though. So I'll be back tomorrow though. I'll stream tomorrow morning.
Alright.
All right. What time are you streaming tomorrow morning, X-Man?
Whenever you're ending, I'll
Oh
cover it after you.
my word.
So,
No. That's a bummer. That's a major bummer. Ugh,
How much tedding did you lose? I was sleeping this morning.
quite a bit.
There's no job like worth doing in place.
Yep.
Is that statement? Is that correct?
Little deja vu.
Well, basically, I had made 3 passes down this end of the field, and I was mostly done this whole block of ground. And now you could say I haven't done any of it.
What happened?
My computer went poo.
Ah.
My whole computer locked up solid. And in the process, I hadn't reloaded the game. I hadn't saved the game at all in a while, so it kind of went kaputski. So, where were we? Yep, that's a bummer. All right, Aussie Wheels. I know you had sent me a Twitch DM. What do you need to know about VCA? How can we help you understand it better? I don't think it was a temperature thing or anything. I think it just went oof.
And now it's not a video playback device. Big Daddy hasn't hit stream, it's VCR.
Yeah, CPU is a little bit high, but it needs to be blown out and things like that.
Oh yeah.
But
your CPU would need to be pegged.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not anywhere near max. So it wasn't a temperature issue that locked it up. Yeah. It was just my computer went oof. Yeah, I don't think we need to rehash all the conversations. But Aussie Wheels is having issues understanding VCA. So how can we help him better understand VCA? Are you still on your other mic, Scurvy? Because you sound weird. I know I had to move you AFK earlier because you walked away with your mic unmuted and I could hear whatever was going on in the background. Yep, brain is fried right now and about to go to bed. Oh, well, anytime you want to know how to use VCA Aussie, just give us a shout. Most of us use it. We all know how to explain it in a way that you'll understand it for sure. Yes, you sound better now.
Yep. I stupid Windows switching mics yet again on me.
Yep.
Without my telling it to. It's just like use.
Well, that's all right. Earlier on, it asked me if I wanted to switch input devices on my Discord, and it's like, no. Why would I want to switch input devices on my Discord? Well, your Nexigo camera has a speaker on it. No. Why in the heck would I want to use that as a mic?
Because Windows thinks it's good.
It has a mic right next to my face.
But Windows thinks that
Windows can go to... This is why astronauts don't use Windows. Besides it being a bad idea to open the window in space.
Oh dear God.
There you go. Dad joke of the day.
Alright, so the question of the day is, what should I do for channel points?
I don't know.
Neither do I. I don't have any good ideas for channel points.
There isn't any, that's why.
I have time somebody out. I have name a factory. I have stretch and hydrate and I don't know. I guess just whatever.
Do exercises.
Make Scurvy talk like a pirate. How's that?
Eat up me hearties yo ho.
Well, we could have make Scurvy talk like a pirate. We could have make Scurvy wear an eye patch. Speaking of stretching and hydrating. Thank you, Wimmer and Viking. Wow, my wife is apparently a cat magnet right now. Play the game with closed eyes. Let's see. He is biting the blanket. What are you doing, Drake? Alright, can you see the little white one there next to my wife? He is biting the blanket and kneading at the blanket. This one here is Pickles. This little one here that's kneading the blanket is Drake, and then there's my gold furry thing curled up with my wife.
Garfield.
Yes, Garfield. But the little white one is currently biting at the blanket and kneading it at the same time. No idea. Yeah, you could always do dick spur there, Scurvy.
Huh?
You could always do the dick spur thing like Dave is.
Yeah, but you can't do channel points with that, I don't think.
Hello.
Hello?
Is that a casket I hear?
No, that's a Dave.
Hey,
No.
Dave.
That's a Dave.
Dave
Dave
sounds
sounded
weird.
really far away. Yes,
I know
like
Dave.
really far away. Like, couldn't hear.
Dave's like, well, screw you guys, I'm leaving.
Yep. He just left.
Just well then, okay.
That's what that was. They basically just said, well, then screw you guys, I'm leaving.
After morning we're having, I don't blame him. So it's just like, yeah. There's his computer locked up on him. Almost cost the SGA their run streak.
No. Impact was still live, and the only the streak is somebody has to be live.
I know.
Well, when he popped in, at first it sounded almost like it was a Kermit or somebody, not Dave.
Yes, no, I couldn't. It sounded like Casket when he was like really soft and really far away from his mic for some reason. But don't listen to me. I've had COVID, so.
Is this working?
That's
That
better.
is.
There we go. I reset the computer again.
Well, that's
For
all
an
right. I
update.
just had to reset my computer too midstream.
Oh yeah. Came down hardcore.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but thanks again, Darius, for picking up for me this morning. I hit
Not a
wall,
problem.
and I needed to nap. That was ridiculous.
It happens to us all, Scurvy. I'm just kind of peeved I hadn't gone into my menu more often to save half of the progress, because now I've got this whole dang field to TED again. Oh well, c'est la vie.
Que sera, sera.
I think there's a hotkey for quick saving, but I don't know. If there is, I've never used it.
Mhm.
In fairness, I usually go into the menu at least once every like 20 minutes or so. I think that was probably the longest stretch of me not going into the menu yet.
I did it once for an entire stream where I didn't go into the menu, and that was like for a 3 or 4 hour stream. I don't know how I did that. I was not happy when the game glitched out on me.
No, you can run it dedicated locally if you want to, salvaged. Never had animals in Farm Sim. Can someone help me understand the difference between grass, hay, and straw and silage? Do you silage both hay and grass? So silage is from grass only. Hay is after you've tedded it like I'm doing now. Straw is off of any of the cereal crops, so your oat, barley, or wheat will give you straw that you can drop in a swath and pick up. And silage is fermented grass or fermented chaff. Chaff can be done by using a forage harvester on crops or by wrapping grass bales, and they will convert to silage over a period of time after being compacted and rolled in a bunker, or again baled as a grass bale and wrapped.
What is that time frame? Is it the next calendar month? Or is it... I can't figure it out. It doesn't seem...
It's like a
what I'm
day. It depends on how many days you've got per month and stuff like that. A lot of
Yeah.
times for me, it's usually like the next day or maybe 2 days
Next
later.
day. Or 2 days? Okay, alright.
But I'm
'Cause I'm
usually
running-
running like a 3-day month, so I don't know if that has something to do with it or.
I don't know. I would imagine so, because
Yeah.
kind of keep it real, kind of like with the productions in there, but I haven't found any in-game documentation on it, or,
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, exactly.
of,
Um,
forums anywhere.
Yep. So to make TMR, you'll mix equal amounts of hay and silage. You don't actually need grass for TMR, other than to say turn it into potentially silage. Is that us losing a Dave again?
No, that was us losing a Lewis, I think.
Not me.
Yeah, I think that was Lewis. He hopped down to AFK, I think.
No, could be. Yes, you can bale and silage grass, but you don't need to actually save it as grass, no. Not a problem, Zodiac. A field to mulch. Oh, left over from corn. Yeah, when you do corn, you basically just don't get anything left over. Nope. No, personally, I think you should get corn stalk on the ground that you could then windrow and bale, because you can, if you choose not to spread it, you can windrow it. You can
Yeah,
swath
there's
it.
some people who swath it. Not too many though, from what I've seen. But
No,
I have
but-
heard of it being done. Of
Yeah.
corn bales. Therefore, they just use it as an additive. for their field.
Yeah, they can use it in place of hay and straw for
Yeah, as a
padding out TMR mixes.
Yep.
Especially in areas where not as many cereals are grown.
Yep.
Used in place of straw. Spent 99% of your time in FS doing industry work on Dave's stuff. Probably done only a few hours of actual field work. It does happen that way. So how's Dave doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good.
Technically, it's afternoon.
Yeah, technically
Not
it is, you're right.
Technically. Who's technical? Yeah, it is afternoon. Doing mighty fine. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, this one isn't. The productions on this aren't nearly like they were in 22. I get a lot of farming. I mean, in 19.
Well, now Drake is trying to suffocate my wife. He's now sitting, like, right here. He's
Drake.
gone. One of my cats.
That's a new one I haven't heard of before.
Yes,
How
we
many
have
do you
we have
have?
Pickles, Darius, Kiston, Drake, Dahlia.
Oh my gosh.
We have 5.
And the dog. I feel bad for the dog.
Why
Is
the
that
the dog plays mother to all the cats? He will go up to the cats and he will clean them and bathe them.
It's amazing for a male dog like that too.
Yeah, the only cat he won't do that to is Pickles, because she was here before he was, and she put him in his place. But with
Ah,
all
okay.
of the additional cats that have come since Houston's been here, he basically plays mother to the cats. He will bathe them. As a matter of fact, Dahlia is no, I don't have a Frost yet. They're salvaged. I did have a cat I wanted to get that I would have named Frost, but I didn't have the money for the cat. But yeah, Dahlia, the smaller female cat, will actually walk up to the dog and like lay on his face until he starts bathing her. And the dog will usually stop and look at us as the cat is half laying on his face, like, help me.
Anyone help me?
And it's like, no, 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 no. You brought this on yourself because you started it.
Well, that's too funny.
So it's like, don't look at me. You started it. My wife is now being flattened by a cat. And another cat. And my cat. She just wants to take a nap, and the cats are like, nope. I think that's a giant's bug, Biosorn. I've seen several of the grass fields that after they've been cut, they won't regrow. The only thing I can think of is try replanting the field. Yeah, cultivate and reseed the field. The same thing's gonna happen with this field I just did over here. It won't regrow. You can do another grass field. Once you've replanted, it seems to be fine. But for whatever reason, the grass fields that are planted when it starts don't regrow for some weird reason. It crashed when you were trying to buy something. Not a problem there, Biosarn. In the case of this particular field, I'm only trying to get the grass off of it before I start turning this into orchards. I have some placeable orchards that are going to go here along the road, and then that end of the field is going to turn into blueberries, coffee, olives, and grapes. I hate to say Bad Lad is right, but it might be, Chris. Have you recently added any mods to your game? Keeping in mind, Bad Lad, that he is playing on console. You have? Do you know which ones you've recently added? Because I would suggest, what I would do is I would start with taking those ones out first and see if it fixes the issue. If it does, then you know you've got a bad mod. And then slowly add in those recent ones to see if it's a particular mod that might be causing the issue. Stevie's edit is crashing at sleep. Well, the reason I can't hire an AI driver, Ostrich, is this isn't actually a plowed field. So the AI driver won't recognize it for doing the tedding. See? No field found. You got a modded Pottinger? I am every 15 minutes or so, bad lad. Yeah, it sounds like it might just be a bad map.
Could be a bad map. I mean that.
Yeah,
There's lots of map
unfortunately, if you're not on a predefined field when you're doing grass work, a lot of times the AI won't do anything with that area because it doesn't recognize a field underneath it. The only way I'd be able to do this with a AI worker is if I had Courseplay. And then I could outline this and set a track and make a course for it with Courseplay mod, but I don't use that mod, so I don't know.
Yep. Now there's a casket.
There's a casket, yep.
It would
pot-
be I.
A Pottinger with a cow's picture. I would recommend getting rid of that mod, Chris, and see if it fixes your crashing issue.
Hey, what's up?
Man, they let anybody in this room.
Courseplay doesn't
followed
even have
you.
that option anymore. Well, there goes that idea. Yeah.
I paid off the guards.
Yeah, Solus, that's why I ended up on Pleasant Valley back in 19, because the map I was on kept getting updated, sometimes a couple times a week, and every time required a new game save because they would change landscaping or something silly, and I got fed up and found Dave, and he kidnapped me, invited me in, and here I am. Found on your map that after the first harvest of grass on a newly created field, the AI will recognize it. Interesting, Chef. I'll have to check that out in the future. If you plow it first, if you plow it first, the AI, of course, will treat it as a field because it recognizes the field underneath. Like if I look at this one here or these two here, these are plowed fields, so the AI will recognize it and treat it as a field. But in this space, because there's no field here, the AI goes, I can't find a field, so it won't do anything. As far as streaming for and joining the SGA, it's 750 followers, unless Dave changed his mind on that one.
Nope, it's the same, but then you get reviewed.
And then you'll get reviewed to see if you're SGA material.
No vacancies.
Yeah, there's always these, just that I'm not doing too many of them.
Yep.
Got a waiting list.
Yep.
Do you need anybody to start checking people out, Dave, or that came out weird?
Yeah,
We need-
check me out.
Do you have a list of people you need us to help you watch?
Inspect.
I was gonna say Scurvy sounds a little lonely.
I could put
and,
together a list.
That came out
I
wrong.
got They're all in my email box.
Yeah, that sounds kind of creepy.
That did sound. That didn't mean to sound creepy.
I think you.
I had
I
good
think you did.
intentions behind it. It's you weirdos that had the creepy intentions to
Well,
it.
I don't know.
Oh.
First things first, this morning he said, I'm looking at a new puppy. Now he's talking about checking people out. I think Scurvy's lonely.
Yeah.
Though that was a cute puppy.
That's very yes. That's what I'm looking for.
You guys have
Reader next
issues.
to me.
No,
what's
we're
that?
normal. We're normal as everyone else that's screwed up, right?
Yes, indeed.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes.
Please apply to Scurvy's inbox to check you out. Sounds like a weird personal ad all of a sudden.
He's gonna be getting pics and videos before he knows it.
Start with the feet pics, people.
Yeah, feet pics.
Oh,
Yep.
no.
Oh boy.
Oh Lord, you guys are terrible.
What the heck is
Scurvy
going
just
on
fell
in
in quite
this
the rabbit
place?
hole.
No kidding.
Nobody wants to
Maybe I'll
join
go
now.
back to bed.
Dave's like, all right, I'm out of here.
You're still sleeping, Dave. This is just a dream.
Yeah, just a dream.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a nightmare.
Wow, you said that before I did. Wow.
What have I done?
I thought Farmers Only was for FS games. Oh,
boy.
all right there.
Now, on to other things.
In other news,
I hope
Are we
this
ready?
is just coincidence, but
Uh-oh.
Isabella, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Oh, Isabella. Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry you walked in on whatever
good. This was. Yeah, we apologize. We
well, normal is unnormal these days. Exactly.
yeah, is that right?
It's the new normal.
If you
Oh,
want normal,
geez.
you're in the wrong spot.
What's the day 65?
65,
Yep.
yes indeed. You should be
When are
going
we
live here in a
stopping?
few minutes, right, Wills?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh.
Yes,
9
we.
minutes if you're happy with that.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just helping fill in for Scurvy because he got tired, so. Probably not. No. Just a very awkward conversation that your name really just.
It lended itself too well. Almost.
Yeah.
was Dave going to announce something, or?
No, what do I have to announce?
Oh, I don't know. You were about to say something, and
I'm learning to stop saying before
oh,
it's too late. I'm teaching myself it. Self-control.
yeah, I
Is it
failed.
working?
Yeah, no, it fails for me. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice
Thank
name.
you, thank you, Don B, for that. Gifting a tier 1 sub to check me out 74.
Scurvy did it.
Yep. Alright. That rabbit hole ain't coming out. We ain't getting out of that one anytime soon.
Next, we're gonna have Love Me Tender coming
Oh
in.
God.
Oh, crap.
Someone's actually gonna send feet pics.
On Discord, he's just Hyam.
Guys are terrible. I hate you all.
Yeah, that's about how it goes, Scurvy. That's about how it goes.
He shows up as a moderator if you want to whisper him the pictures.
Great. Thanks, NBC.
Not a problem.
Okay, so, I
Where
can
was
block all
I?
pictures in Discord, so I think we're gonna start doing that right now. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, I don't even remember now. Oh, Sandra Bengal. I remember prior to the crash, somebody was asking about the animals and if Frost was one of my animals. No, but as I said, I was attempting to get a specific breed of cat that I would have named Frost.
Is
That's
it one
a
of those
snow-
grumpy cats?
Nope, Snow Tundra Bengal.
Oh.
There's a breeder here in the state of Maine. But they're expensive.
I mean, how expensive can a cat be?
$1,200.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's like a purebred German Shepherd cost.
there's a breeder up here by me, north of my town. I guess they breed those cats that are like 4 times the size of a regular one.
Oh, the Maine
Yeah.
Coon cat?
Yeah, he breeds them.
Yeah.
Well,
Somebody was telling me
the
there's,
Snow
like, a
Tundra
waiting
Bengals are
list.
pretty big cats. But
For a little
they're a they're an officially recognized cat breed, yada yada, something or another, you know. So it's basically like a purebred dog.
Yeah.
And that's why they're so expensive, because they're a purebred cat breed, and they were actually they were bred from an Asian wildcat and domesticated. So
Are cats ever really domesticated though?
no. Rabber9 and Sergio Blank, thank you for the follows. Welcome into the channel. How are you guys doing? You would love a northeastern forest cat. Northeastern forest cat. Not sure if that's a specific breed or not, but nothing I'm familiar with.
Got me.
Unless you're talking like a lynx or something. Or a bobcat.
I
What
had
time's
bobcat.
game time, NBC?
Purebred cat.
8:15.
Purebred dogs have papers, bloodlines, and an
Oh, it's a
organization.
late one.
Yes, there are purebred cats very similar to the purebred dog organizations, Tuzlo. That's the thing. That's one of the reasons that cat would be so expensive. It would be a purebred with papers. And if I wanted a male, they're not cheap. If I wanted an unfixed male, it would have been even more. But yeah, it was at the time they said $1,200 and a 1 to 2 year waiting list.
Holy crap.
Yep, $200 up front and a 1 to 2 year waiting list. You pay the remainder when you're actually assigned the cat.
Assigned the cat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Not when
d-
cats
d-
available is when you're assigned.
well,
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
when
exactly.
when you come up for that particular, when there's a batch of
Cat
kittens
available.
and there's a
Available.
cat available, depending on where you fall on the waiting list when the next batch of kittens becomes available, then you get your choice, be it first, third, whatever, depending on the batch of kittens and stuff like that. But yeah, when that happens, then you end up paying the remainder. Of course, the cat has all of its shots, all of its vet work, the whole 9 yards. There's a 2-year health guarantee on the animals too. So
Yeah, they probably do some genetic screening, I'd imagine.
yeah, I don't know if it was necessarily genetic screening or just. They probably do, but also just in the event something happens to the cat, you're not out, an expensive amount of, as large amount of money without. Yes, you would be put on a list for a replacement cat if something were to happen.
Yeah. Kitten.
I mean, obviously, if an accident happens, that's one thing. But if a genetic issue comes up or something like that, and the cat ends up with bad health, then yes, you would get a replacement cat.
I mean, even that puppy that I was looking at, the type of puppy that I was looking at, it's not that much.
Yeah.
It's like $600-700, but a friend for 15, 12 to 15 years, so.
Yeah. And I mean, this particular breed of cat usually is in the upper teens for, lifespan and stuff like that, but it's from an official cattery in the whole 9 yards, and yes, that's what they're called, catteries.
A cattery.
Yep. And the parents are actually prize-winning cats too.
Makes sense.
Saga starting soon up here.
Sounds good. You heard Wheels there, folks. Good afternoon, Ryan. We're going to be heading over to see Mr. Wheels here in just a minute. There we go. It's saved. Haha. I'm almost done again. I don't need it crashing on me. But we're going to head on over to see Mr. Wheels 247. He's going to continue the SGA coverage. In day 65 now.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. You have a 27-year-old Maine Coon die last year? Ah, I'm sorry to hear that, Farmer Marks.
That's a big cat. That's a really big cat.
Maine Coons are big cats. Actually, as a matter of fact, my orange cat is part Maine Coon. He's not a purebred, but he's part Maine Coon.
That's a whole lot of feline right there, folks.
Yep. There's a couple of identifying marks that you will be able to use to determine if your cat is part Maine Coon. One is Maine Coons are almost always polydactyl, meaning having extra toes. And one of the other ones, believe it or not, is their fur above their eyes will usually have an M in the markings.
No kidding.
The markings will shape almost to look like an M.
Huh. Didn't know that.
I heard that and I was like, huh? What? But you look at almost all Maine Coons and they will have their fur right above their head will be in the shape of a, the markings will look like an M of some kind. Yeah. I thought that was the weirdest thing, but okay.
I just need some animal to go after the groundhogs on the property.
Yeah, well, my cat will do that. He has.
Your cat's gone after a groundhog?
Oh yeah.
Wow. That's
When I was younger, back when I was like 4 years old, I had been out in the backyard as a little kid, and I'd seen a baby groundhog, and I went up to try and pet it because at the time I thought all animals were, your friend, and I tried to pet the baby groundhog, and when I did, I stuck my finger out and it bit me on the end of my finger, and it literally got just underneath the nail. And bit me. I ended up having to go to the hospital, get checked out, rabies shot, blah, 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 blah. And my dad at that point started, like, going after the groundhogs in the yard, which, but my cat at the time, Gold Cat, very similar to the one I have now, but he was colloquially named Goldie. What do you expect from a 4-year-old? he actually started going into the groundhog holes in the yard and killing the families of groundhogs.
Good for him. Good cat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, he was a big cat too. When he got a bit older, we ended up having him checked out at the vet because he started having a lot of weight loss. We weren't sure why, and he was really thin, like skin and bones. And when we brought him into the vet, he checked in at 35 pounds. Turns out he had feline leukemia. He ended up recovering some and had to be put down later because he got so weak he could barely move and he couldn't get outside anymore and things like that. Yeah. But the vet had estimated if he was a healthy weight, fleshed out and everything else, he'd have been close to 45, 50 pounds.
Oh my god, that's a freaking small mountain lion.
Yes, that is a big cat. Yes.
That's not a cat. That is a bobcat at that point. I mean, even bobcats are not that big. Bobcats are.
He was a huge cat.
Top out. No, I don't even think they top out at 30 pounds.
And he was the runt of the litter when I picked him out from my cat Figaro's first litter.
Wow. The runt of the litter.
I may or may have not been a very big fan of Pinocchio when I was younger. And Figaro the cat, because I had a money cat named Figaro. Anyways, let's raid on over to Mr. Wheels so he can keep you guys company while I try to get
all right
things done
we're
today.
Ready to go, man.
I thank you all for coming and hanging out. Appreciate you all hanging out. Thank you again, everybody, for all those gifted subs earlier. You guys are phenomenal and amazing. Was that Stephen Crawl, Farmer Becky, Balls of Fury? You guys are awesome.
And the word starts me. I tab out. My vehicle's like literally glitched into another.
And we will
Why
catch you
change now?
guys probably tomorrow morning after Dave is done. Till then,
All right.
have a good one, guys.
Welcome to the stream. Oh man, I got